Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, October 29th. It is 6:21 right now. Market's going to open in about 9 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and set up this room real quick and we'll get started shortly with our analysis for today. All right, looks good. All right, looks good. Let me go ahead and send this link out to you guys here in the premium. Let me send it out. And it looks like we are good to go. All right, so as people join in, I'm going to go ahead and start marking up liquidity over here. Going down to the 1 hour. Down to the 10 minute. Back down to the 1 minute. And it looks like we are good to go. All right, guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, October 29th. It is 6:24 right now. Market's going to open in about 6 minutes. I've marked up liquidity over here. Closest level of liquidity below is at 42,403. This is right at the London low. Closest level of liquidity above is at 42,452. Above that, we have a couple more levels at 485, 499, and 454 up here, it looks like. So basically, there's like one level of liquidity down below here. There is a couple more farther down at 245, but where price is currently sitting, it's right here down the middle. So I've kind of just been doing some research behind the scenes, like I wasn't sure if the election was really affecting the market very much, but it really is now. We're getting closer and closer to election day. So the polls right now and Wall Street are all betting on Trump to win. So that's kind of why the market here has kind of been all over the place because there's a lot of uncertainty as to like what's going to happen. Well, not a lot of uncertainty, but there is uncertainty as to like what may happen if and when Trump wins again, because we're not expecting like a crazy rally like what happened in 2016, but we are expecting some crazy movement, of course. So there's just that's sort of what's been happening for the past 3 weeks now. It's just a presidential election. That's like one of the main things affecting the market. I kind of just like been following over here, like on Bloomberg. So it's a big take why Wall Street is betting on Trump to win. A lot of reasons that people want Trump to win because they want the market to be moving a lot more consistently. But the thing is, like Kamala Harris still has a possibility of winning. So, but based off like Wall Street's predictions, it's basically at a 3-to-1 right now. So 3 voting for Trump to win, 1 for Kamba, of course. And we'll see what happens here. But I'm hoping, yeah, the market's gonna be a bit smoother than it has been for the past couple weeks. We are getting closer and closer to NFP. There was high impact news over here at 5:30, but it didn't really move price very much. So I'll just mark up news right here real quick. And that was a news event from pre-market a few moments ago. Let's see who's here so far. Morning, Daniel. Morning, Adam. Morning, Jaime. Yeah, Daniel said hopefully a smooth market today. Hope so. So we'll see what happens here once market opens up shortly. ATR is currently at 9, so it's decently low, but it's pretty normal for pre-market. So we'll have the direction of the breakout shortly, guys, in a few moments. If we have to make changes and flip the position right before open, then I'll, of course, let you guys know. But we will see where this goes. All right, in about a minute, we'll let you guys know the direction of the breakout for today. All right. So we have about 40 seconds left on this candle. Once this candle closes, I'll have the direction of the breakout. Also have a marker here. All right, we will have the direction of the breakout shortly in a few moments. All right, guys, direction of the breakout is posted in the Zoom chat. Depending on how this candle here moves, you might flip it, but it's not looking like it here. So we got about 40 seconds till market open. We got 30 seconds till market open. 20 seconds. We've got 10 seconds. Market opening in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Market is open. All right, so let's see where this ends up going from here. Price is currently sitting at the
order filled.
Price is currently sitting at the sessions down there. Make some adjustments here real quick. All right, so we'll come back and take a look at this a little later. I'm gonna go over here to the main chart real quick. So price is sitting right at the sessions right there below. So price pretty much went down. It triggered the liquidity if you guys took that. I think it pretty much went down, hit TP real quick. And then it is looking like it's bouncing off it. We'll see what happens here. All right, so let me well, yeah, the liquidity here obviously hit. If you guys took it, it's 10 points. 10 points right there on open. Pretty much hit. And then we will clean that up.
Order filled.
I don't know what happened here. Sorry, my Ninja's been kind of like acting up lately. Sure, I did that. All right. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure why my ninjas are making like, oh, it's because I have the sim account on there. Okay. Yeah, the sim account kind of like I had to take it off for I don't know how to take off the sim account on my like for my personal account. Whenever you have a personal account logged on, there's always a sim account that's just automatically on, and there's like no way of taking it off from there, but that's okay. Anyways, the breakout is back in profit right here, guys, as it swings back up. Um, Again, if you guys want to take some entries, I would probably wait until like 640 for the scalps, wait for the market here to kind of stabilize a little bit. Um, yeah, price is pushing up here as we speak. We're currently in profit about 50 points on the breakout. So if price continues to climb from where it's currently at, price just hit liquidity right there. If it continues to climb from where it's currently at, next target is going to be the liquidity up here and the sessions, of course. So it looks like the liquidity right there just got triggered. And it looks like it just hit TP right there. If anybody went for that liquidity. So full TP on that liquidity right there, if you guys caught that. Um, Now we'll just wait for this here to continue climbing up. So the first target right here is going to be this session. It's basically the New York low. And then the next target is going to be up here, of course, the next sessions. This whole area up here is basically going to be the target price point if and when price decides to continue climbing up higher. 633 right now, so I probably would wait a little bit to take these scalps. But yeah, again, we will pretty much follow through with it here. Nice. Jamie over here caught liquidity, solid. Did you catch liquidity on both sides, Jamie, or just the buy side? There's like two of them, so nice. Okay, caught the initial one. All right, so price is kind of just sitting right here down the middle. I'm looking at my account list again. It looks like, yeah, I don't know what's up with the slippage, but the slippage is like all over on all the other accounts. It's kind of just spread out. It's kind of annoying because the profits and the losses are never going to be pretty equal. It's kind of like, actually, no, I take that back. I think they were fine. I got to check I just realized it's different account size. Never mind. Sorry, guys. I'll have to check that later. I just want to make sure that's not the slippage isn't too crazy. There's still some slippage across a couple of the accounts, but it's not as bad as it was like say last week. Last week it was off by like 20 points. And so it's not looking like we're gonna get much direction here again, guys. Same thing as I mean pretty much the same thing we were dealing with yesterday, which is what we were hoping wasn't gonna happen. Not just yesterday, but pretty much for the past couple of weeks. We've been having this sideways market for the most part. And it's really hard to tell where price is really going to go. So I think it's going to be like this until the election. Honestly, it's just you can see right here, market open at 6:30. I'll put a line right here at 6:30. And ever since market opened, it's basically just been going back and forth. So it looks like the range is currently between the 450 and the 400 mark right here. This is our clean chart, so we don't really have anything marked up on here aside from opening candle and then the whole numbers. We'll go here to the SR chart. So these are the zones from yesterday. I actually didn't change these zones. These are the same exact zones that I marked up during yesterday's market. Looks like there's another support right here. My price is currently in. Yeah, so these are the same support levels that I marked up yesterday during our live session. You can see over here that price is kind of just down the middle. and it's kind of just sitting right here for the most part. Um, yeah, there's not really much we can do around here, guys. I mean, if you guys want to take scalps, it's 636 right now, so it's getting closer to 640. At 640, I'll mark up the zones, or I'll mark up the entries. For today, I'm just going to be taking the breakout. I'm not going to be taking the scalps because I don't have my second laptop. I ordered my second laptop for the scalp entry, so I'm going to go pick that up today. I think we talked about this yesterday. For the hedge fund, we'll be sticking with the breakouts, but for the prop accounts, I think I'm going to stick to the scalps because uh, this type of market really messes up your trailing drawdown if you're taking these trades on a prop account. If you're taking a breakout on a prop account, it's going to be really difficult because if price goes in profit and it comes back down and it keeps bouncing back and forth, it'll just keep chipping away at your trailing drawdown, which not a good thing, of course. Um, so yeah, for today, I don't have my second laptop, so I can't really take the other trade. If the breakout hit right away, so for example, if the breakout opened and it went straight to TP right away, then okay, I could take trades on the account. But the problem is that I can't take the scalps while the breakout's currently running. So for today, I'm just taking the breakout. And then tomorrow I'll start taking the scalps on a separate laptop. All right, so again, we're just gonna wait here. Not really too much going on. Again, price is just sitting right here down the middle. Looks like this is gonna be the range for a bit. All right, 638 right now. So as we get closer and closer to 640, you can possibly start looking for some market flow V2s here, guys. So if you're looking for some market flow V2s, first we need the sell signal. We currently still have the green buy signal that's currently active. So you either have to wait for a sell signal, look for it to come down, retrace, come back down further, or look for price to swing back up and climb up from here. But I mean, realistically, this isn't a good time to take these market flow V2s because there's just no direction right now. Again, here's a clean chart. In order for you guys to really take these market flow V2s, you need price to really confirm direction of price. So in order for you to take buys, you need price to climb up, retrace, climb up, retrace, climb up, retrace, etc. In order for you to take sells, you need a sell signal. You need price to drop, retrace, drop, retrace, etc. Right? We don't have that yet. So as of now, I would just wait for the confirmation. So here we go as price pulls back into the range. Basically, what's happening here is price will fake out, pull into the range, price fake out, pull back into the range. I think this is probably going to keep being the case for like the next week or two. And it really screws with our breakout position because it's not even a breakout anymore. It becomes more of a day trade. And because it's not a breakout anymore, it really affects the stats because this trade's supposed to hit within like the first 5 minutes. We're already 10 minutes in the market and there still is no direction. So we're back at opening price right here. Let's see, market open right here at 630. Let's see how far it pushed down. Far it pushed up. Yeah, I mean, if this becomes the case, guys, I think I might just have to make adjustments to the TP stop loss because you can see over here that if we're using a 50-point TP stop loss, it would have been fine. This trade would have hit TP already because we went in profit about 57 points. there just isn't enough volatility and there's not enough direction. ATR is currently 27 right now, and it's kind of just sitting right there. Um, the stats that I took were during periods of, well, okay, so the thing is, I don't want to change the TP stop loss yet because what might happen after the election is volatility will likely pick back up, and that's going to be a problem if we have a too tight of a TP stop loss. Um, I think what I might do is I might just go back and deep test a 50-point TP stop loss to see if that makes any difference. Um, and then see if that needs to be the change that needs to be made. Because right now, from like the markets that we've been looking at, if we move to a 50-point TP stop loss for like I think the past couple of weeks, the I mean it looks like it seems like the entries probably would have hit. Let me check the Discord real quick. Obviously that one didn't work, but I mean it's different from case by case. So looking at the entries for the past couple of days, I mean like obviously this would have hit quickly. This would have hit quickly too. This would have lost quicker as well. Hmm. Yeah, I'll have to really test it because you can see over here. So this isn't that long ago. This was October 15th, about a week ago. Like we didn't really need to change the TP stop loss because it really hit TP like within the first 10 minutes or so. Um, Even with this one over here, this one pretty much hit within the first 10 to 20 minutes. So I'll have to go back and do some testing first before we make some adjustments. But as of now, I guess we'll keep it at 100. But yeah, it's just there's no direction here. The breakout's supposed to hit within the first couple minutes of opening, usually within the first 3 to 5 minutes. You can see here we've been holding on to this position for over 10 minutes, and we're probably going to be holding on to this position for maybe another hour or two, just because there's no direction and there's no volatility behind it. The only problem here is that if we make adjustments to the strategy, then and volatility changes and it becomes heavier, then it might affect our positions. So I'll do some testing and I'll see if there's any difference or if there's any, because it seems like the market is kind of different from week to week. The first week of October was very volatile. It was NFP week. That worked out perfect for us. We had a lot of back-to-back wins. The second week of October, it was volatile for the first 2 days and then it went sideways pretty much the rest of the week. And then for the past 2 weeks, it's pretty much been, I mean, for the most part, sideways. So. We'll have to play by ear, but yeah, I'm hoping that's not the case going forward. Yeah, Patricia said 75-75, but the problem with the 75-75 is we'd be in the same situation, Patricia. Like it hasn't pushed 75-75 since. So market opened over here at 630. I mean, we'd still be stuck in the same position here. The point of this is that I'm trying to get out of the position earlier. So even if we do 75-75, it still wouldn't make a difference. Like we still would be stuck in this position for an extended period. Um, I'm trying to get in and out of the breakout within like the first at least 10 minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, because that's how it's supposed to work. So yeah, I think 75 and looking at the other trades here. So just looking back at it, like 75-75, it sounds good, but realistically, like this is a trade from yesterday. Like it would still take a pretty long while, like maybe at least an hour for it to hit. This is a trade from 2 days ago. Yeah, because it seems like right now, due to the current volatility, the 50-50 looks like it would work fine. I would like to do 75-75, but the main thing here is I'm aiming to get out of the position quicker. But you can see over here, this is on the 23rd, not that long ago, like less than a week ago. The volatility was high. Like on this day, the 75-75 would have worked well, but it also would have worked well with the 50-50 too. Anyways, we'll just have to test it. The breakout is back in profit, guys, as you can see over here. It's just going back and forth. So goes in profit, then it kind of just sits there and it goes back in profit, and here we are again. All right, so if you guys are looking to take some market flow V2s, guys, I mean, technically you can take them. I personally wouldn't take them right now. Um, I mean, there's just no direction here. So going back over here to our clean chart, so you can see how price is just going back and forth between the range that I marked up earlier. So as I said, like price is basically going to fake out and then pull back into the range, right? Just like it did down here, same thing. Price came down, faked out, pull back into the range. Obviously, ideally, I want price to be bullish, right? Because we're in a buy for the breakout. So if you are looking to take some market flow V2s, I would possibly be okay with taking it for a buy here. So if you wanted to take some entries here, I mean, basically your entry would happen right here at the 420 mark right now. Ideally, I'd look for buys because obviously we're looking for buys here because the breakout is a buy. Um, and yeah, the entry would technically be right here at the 420 at the moment. And then if price climbs up higher, it'll move up to the 430, of course. So again, like I said earlier, the target price point is going to be up here within this area. That's where I'm expecting price to push up to. Reason for that is because we have the sessions up here. So we have the New York low and we have the Asia low right here. And then our TP for our breakout is going to be right here, this black dotted line. So the next market flow V2 is going to be right here at the 430 mark. If you guys are looking to take that, this is where your pending order would be sitting at the 430 mark. So again, price just gets above here and it kind of sits there. Ideally, what I'd like to see here is a break and retest and then a continuation higher. Like ideally, that's the case that we want to see right here. If you start to see that, then okay, the market flow is going to start looking better and better. But just lately, for the past couple of weeks, we just haven't been having much direction. So one of two things are going to happen here. Price is either going to break and retest and continue climbing, or price is going to fake out and pull back into the range, right? Best case scenario here, break and retest, continuation up higher. Obviously, that's what we want. Frustrating. There we go, it pulls back in. So same thing that we talked about earlier, fake out, pull back into the range. I mean, price is just sitting right here. Eventually, we're going to have a direction, but this is where it becomes a problem because it's no longer a breakout, right? We're in this breakout position right here, but I mean, it's not it's no longer a breakout if it doesn't actually break out into a direction or into an actual area that we're looking for. Like this is why our breakouts have been like running into trouble lately for the past couple of weeks because it's not even a breakout anymore. It just becomes a day trade. And the problem with the day trade here is that this thing lasts forever. Even though it's been hitting our TPs for the past couple of weeks, it's just one of those trades that ends up lingering for too long. And the problem is the longer that you hold on to the position, the analysis basically goes out the window, right? Because we already analyzed it for a buy. And then now that price kind of just keeps going back and forth, the analysis gets weaker and weaker. But it's looking good right here. So it looks like it basically it was a break and retest fake out, and then now it's climbing back up higher. So price broke and retest right here. It looks like it went down to sweep the buyers. And then now that it sweep the buyers, it's now pushing up higher. So if you guys kind of understand the price action here, basically what happened was price broke and closed past the structure. When it broke and closed past the structure right here, a lot of people tend to enter buys right here, right? And when they enter buys at this point, they put their stop loss like super close. And what happened here is it basically sweep those buyers. So it came up right here, it swept the buyers right here with this red candle, and then now it's climbing back up higher to where it needs to go. So our original analysis for a bullish push is finally playing out right here. And then it's just running through a bunch of manipulation on its way up. So here's our breakout. We're about 54 points in profit. So we're almost to our TP. We're more than halfway. And again, we're just going to wait here as price continues to just bounce around. So we're going to target price points up here. First target price point is going to be the sessions, and then the next target price point is going to be the session, the next sessions up here. Our target for our breakouts right here, this black line, so it's in between. That's kind of where we want price to go here. If you're looking to take a market flow V2, the next entry for market flow V2 would be right here at the 40 mark. Actually, it's moving up to the 50 now. So if you're looking to take a market flow V2, entry is going to happen right here at the 50 mark. So this is where your penny order would be sitting. Again, if you're going to take this order, there's a couple different scenarios that you can, or different TP stop losses that you can use. You can use a 10-point TP stop loss. You can use the 60-30 TP stop loss. Or you can use the 30-30 TP stop loss. I mean, either one works. It's just really up to your preference if you want to go for the bigger one or if you want to go for the medium one. So you can go for a 60-30, you can go for a 30-30, or you can go for a 10-30. For me personally, I would probably just double dip or triple dip into the 10-30 positions because those are probably gonna be the easiest ones to get in and out of. But if you want to go for the bigger one, you can go for the bigger one. If you want to go for the medium one, you can do that as well. So the 10 points right there just hit TP. If you guys took this for 10 points, market flow V2 right there just hit full TP. Looks like the 30 point right here is about to hit TP2. The target's right there. So the initial entry right here for the 10 points, it already hit full TP right there. If you guys wanted to double dip into it, you can double dip into it. Price is pushing up. The 30-point TP right there is still technically active right now. And of course, the 60-point TP is active as well. 30 points right there. Looks like it's about to get hit. Full TP right there. So if you guys took the entry right here for market flow V2, the 10-point TP hit and the 30-point TP right here hit as well. So two back-to-back wins right there for the market flow V2. Our breakout is running in profit right now. And then also the 60-point move right here is also running as well. So looks like today's going to be a little bit smoother. Well, it's looking like it so far. So just hoping that it keeps pushing. Nice. So Jaime said he took his first market flow, took that trade right there, full TP. Nice work, Jaime. So yeah, depending on which one you guys wanted to take, both of these already hit TP. The 60-point move right here is still active. Price is climbing up as we speak. Price is currently at the first sessions right here, the New York low. Breakout's currently in profit about 80 points. So it's at 90 points now, almost at our TP. It's at about 92 points. Almost to the TP. All right, full TP right there, guys. So full TP on the breakout, target filled. There we go. So nice win right there for the breakout. Again, like I said, this strategy it's a strategy that's meant to yield consistent profits, guys. Like yesterday, I think someone was complaining on the YouTube, said, go back to like scalps. And the thing is, like, you got to understand that the strategy is meant for it's meant for long-term gain. It's not meant to like give you like crazy profits right away. If you want to make crazy profits and have like a crazy high win rate, then stick to the scalps, right? You don't have to take the breakout. So full TP on the breakout right here. And then if you guys took any of the market flow V2s, they all hit full TP right here as well. So I'm giving you guys options here. If you want to go for something that's low risk, the breakout is low risk. However, the breakout's more ideal for a personal account. If you're trading a personal account, this is more ideal because the trailing drawdown is not going to affect you. If you're going to be trading on a prop account, obviously the scalps here are probably going to be your best friend because you want to be in and out of those positions very quickly. Stanley said, thanks, Sean, done for the day. Definitely, Stanley. Nice profits if you caught a lot of those. CJ caught that too. Nice work, CJ. So, all right, guys, a bunch of full TPs right here. Today was a lot better than we expected. yeah, this is what a normal market would look like, right? The breakout would play out pretty smoothly. I mean, this did take a while to hit, but it did play out a lot smoother. Um, and then of course the market flow V2s over here. I'm not going to count the market flow V2s because I didn't take them on my actual account. You know, I want to be fully transparent with you guys with the entries that we're taking here. Um, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much that's that. So let me go ahead and update the chat over here. Yeah, Drew said maybe your stop loss strat move. Yeah, so Drew over here to maybe yeah, so Drew basically said to use a trailing stop basically. That's a good idea too. I mean, just because of how the market's been moving. The only problem with that there is that if we get cut off a little too early at the 50 points, um, I'll have to go and test that. Like I'll test it. I think I have data on that already, so I'll go back and test that, see if that's something that would be feasible. The only problem is we don't want to cut ourselves short. Uh, That's actually a good idea for the prop accounts, not necessarily for the personal accounts, but for the prop accounts, because then it won't eat into your drawdown if it ends up reversing on you. But I'll take a look at that, Drew. Thanks for the tip on that one. Anyways, guys, full TP here on the breakout if you guys are just joining. Full TP on pretty much all of the market flow V2s here. It's about to be 7 o'clock. My cutoff for entries is between 6:40 and 7. So if you guys want to keep taking entries, you know, feel free to keep taking them, but you know, as I told you guys in the past, uh, usually the market volatility starts to die down as we get closer to 7 o'clock. So if you guys took any of the entries, there was 3 back-to-back wins here for market flow V2, and then the breakout over here for a full TP as well. So I'll clean this up for a second, and then we'll keep looking for some more possible opportunities here. I'm not going to take these entries, and I don't really recommend taking them, but if you guys want to take them, you can take them. Like there's no problem with taking them. It's just you got to understand the risk that this is where the market starts to go very flat. And then when it starts to go flat like that, it's not really it's not the best type of market to trade in. So today was pretty solid. I mean, today is actually the first day I started trading the hedge fund accounts. So here are the hedge accounts. Pretty much all the hedge fund clients. So you guys did pretty good today. And I will post this in the my Discord app. So yeah, basically all my hedge fund accounts. I didn't post any prop accounts here. These are just hedge fund accounts because I'm going to be taking the scalps on the hedge fund account, or I'm going to be taking the scalps on the prop accounts moving forward. So yeah, let me go over here real quick. So here's my personal account. I locked in 1,465. Obviously, there's some slippage over here for a lot of the accounts for whatever reason. These are the hedge fund clients. So this is someone who's taking a $500 risk. They made about 500 on that trade. Another hedge account down here, and the rest of these are hedge accounts as well. So pretty good profits for the hedge fund today. Let me see. Let's do the math real quick. So the thing with the hedge fund is that my goal is really to make you guys consistent profit every month because I'm keeping 50% of this profit. So my goal here is really to make you profit every month, and then you know, with you guys making profit, I get to keep a good amount of that. So that times plus 465 plus 440 plus 440. Okay, so total profit of about 28,445 for the day. These are for the hedge fund. I'm keeping obviously half, well, not this necessarily, but if we were to do the split, because the month is going to end in about 2 days. So our split right here is, I would keep half of that. So basically this is my profit, and then this is the hedge fund profit, of course. You guys keep half, I keep half. So I basically made 14,000 222 today. Not bad. And that's without Apex. So yeah, guys, solid work for the fund today. We send you guys an update. And that's just for trade. All right, so yeah, I need to go pick up my other laptop today. Again, guys, we're gonna have a mentoring session today at 2 o'clock. Some of you guys requested it, so if you guys want to hop in, feel free to hop into the mentoring session at 2 o'clock. I got a bunch of errands to run today, so I'm probably gonna cut out of this live session a little earlier. So I'll hang out with you guys here for like maybe another 30 minutes or so, but I need to go pick up my new laptop for the other trades. So if you guys didn't hear earlier, basically on the prop accounts, I'm going to be taking the scalp. So I'll be taking market flow V2s on the prop firm accounts. And then for the hedge fund, I'm only going to be taking the breakout because the breakout works well for personal accounts because there's no trailing drawdown. But the prop accounts, there's issues whenever it goes into profit and pulls back. So, and my setup is going to be crazy because I'm going to have two laptops right here. I'm going to have TradingView down the middle, and then I'll have the Zoom and everything on this other side. So I'm basically going to have like, I'm going to have like 6 screens up, doing everything differently. It's how to get used to that. Anyways, if you guys are looking at taking entries here, it's currently at the session. I would probably wait for price to climb up a bit higher. Right now, currently it's sitting over here at the Asia low. So you don't really want to take any entries that have to touch the sessions, of course. I'll wait for this pivot to push up a little bit higher. When it pushes up to this level here, you can enter from this upper level. Right now, I would just wait. Yeah, mentoring is still on today. Mentoring is at 2 o'clock. So if you guys want to hop on the mentoring session, we'll be covering basically whatever questions you guys have. We'll review a couple of scalp entries. I mean, the main entry we'll be taking is market flow V2, of course, but I will cover V1 variations, CV patterns, high level momentum scalps. Those strategies are good for sideways markets. It'd be good to review it anyways because we're going to be entering the winter season pretty soon. So those are the strategies that tend to be used during winter market. So yeah, mentoring session later today at 2 o'clock. All right, we got some team profits over here. So Jonathan locked in 565 per account. So nice work right here, Jonathan. He locked in about 1,000, 2,000, about 2,500 for the day. Nice work, Jonathan. We got Vince here. Vince locked in 920 on his first 2 accounts of 2,000 and then 465 on his last 2 accounts down here. So about 3,000 in profit right here for Vince. Nice work, Vince. Basically at break even for the week. Solid. We have Jamie over here. Nice work, Jamie. So Jamie killed it. She locked in a profit of 3,276 per account. She has 4 accounts here, so a total profit well over 12,000 for the day. Nice work, Jamie. Yeah, you're doing good. All right, guys, solid work so far. So, like I said, these past couple of weeks have been kind of all over the place. Now that we're going into like middle week of NFP, I'm assuming it's gonna pick up and do a lot better. That's just kind of what we're expecting here. If you guys are looking to take some more market flow V2s, the next entry is gonna happen right here at the 530 mark. So if you want to put your pending order waiting right there at the 530 mark, you guys can. That's gonna be the next opportunity for market flow V2. It's after 7 o'clock. So like I said, after 7 o'clock is usually my cutoff for these scalp entries. I typically only look for scalp entries between 640 and 7. That's just a sweet spot that I found where the volatility is good. Obviously, it's not always going to be that case. Sometimes the volatility may extend to 8 o'clock or it might extend to somewhere past 7 o'clock. But for the past couple months, this has kind of been where the sweet spot's been. If you take entries around like 640 to 7, usually these trades hit. There's always going to be trades that are going to hit later, but it's just lower quality trades because of the volatility. It starts to die down a little bit. So it's just really up to your preference if you want to go over those. Again, if you guys are just joining the room, I see a couple people who are just joining in a little late. All of our trades today hit full TP. So the breakout over here hit full TP. And then on top of that, three of the market flow V2s hit full TP. One for 60 points, one for 30 points, and one for 10 points. If you guys want to keep looking for market flow V2, I'll keep marking them up here as we continue to climb up higher. However, like I said, the volatility here is not as consistent. So after 7 o'clock is usually my cutoff for any entry, really, any scalp entries, any entry in general. The thing with these scalps is that you want to make sure that you focus on quality entries, right? Because the thing is, like, if you can, so I've done the math for it, and it's pretty straightforward. Like if you're doing a 10 contract and you're on a 300K account, if you take two scalps per day and they hit every single day, you can lock in about 5,000 profit every single week. And that's per account, right? So just to, put some context behind that, it just makes things a lot easier if you just focus on winning and focus and not and avoid the losses, of course. Because if you can have like consistent high win rate weeks and it's just repeating the process over and over and over again, then you should be pretty much solid in the long run. So just keep that in mind. There's different ways of approaching the market. For me, of course, I tend to go for the lower risk part of trading because it's less stress. I think that's the biggest thing with trading. It's like a lot of people get overly stressed and it messes with your positions. It messes with your trading in general, right? Once your trading psychology is out of the window, you can easily blow your account trading on tilt. So when I go back to taking the scalps on the profit counts, guys, I'm going to stick to my original game plan. I'm going to trade between 640 and 7. And then if I ever take a loss, I'm pretty much done for the day. Because that just indicates that, okay, the market's not moving in my favor. But all right, so yeah, again, so the trades that we took today, this is the only official trade. However, I did look at market flow entries. I just didn't have the opportunity to enter into them. So this is the only entry that I took for the day. This is the only one that's going to count for the day. I'm gonna have to change up the results as well. So like the result spreadsheet, I'll probably have to separate them into two different result sheets because the entries are like super different in comparison to the breakout. Breakout's 100 points. The market flow scalps are about 10 points. They both yield similar profits, but the point value is going to be way different. All right, so there's not really much movement here. This is kind of what I was warning you guys about earlier. Once you hit 7 o'clock, you start to get a lot of this sideways move. Or what you'll get here is you'll get a slow climb. It's a very, very slow climb. And that's typically what happens when it comes down to it. So, all right, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Again, I'm probably gonna wrap this session up around 7:30 today, guys. I just have a lot of errands today. I have to go pick up my new laptop for the other trades. And I basically gotta redo my entire desk here to hold two laptops, two screens, and then of course my iMac Pro. But I will be back at 2. So we'll end the session around 7:30. I'll be back at 2 o'clock once I'm done picking up my new computer and stuff, setting it up and stuff like that. And then we'll have our mentoring session at 2 o'clock to cover basically a review of the scalp strategies, so that you guys could be aware of what to expect. All right. So price still hasn't pulled back yet. I mean, if you guys are looking to take these market flow V2s, price hasn't pulled back yet. The next entry is going to be, or you just keep trailing it higher. So like if you're still following for this market flow V2, it's now trailed to the 570 price right here. So basically what you're looking for here is a retracement, fill the order and come back up higher. Liquidity keeps getting hit along the way. So pretty much there was a liquidity down here that got hit. That was a full TP. There's more liquidity up here as well. This price continues to climb up higher from where it's currently at. Let's see. Daniel's asking, is there trailing drawdown on Tradeify or end of day? It's end of day, I believe. Yeah, so that's a good thing too with Tradeify. They have end of day trailing. All right, so let's see if this pulls back far enough to fill the entry. All right, so just be careful for the sell signal. If the sell signal closes, guys, then you're not supposed to be in the position. So if the sell signal closes, you're supposed to pull out for a small profit or a small loss or break even. Just look out for the sell signal because right here now there's a pending sell signal. If you guys still want to try to enter this trade, you can, but obviously if the sell signal comes up, I would probably just cancel the order. The trade is active right now if you ended up taking it. Looks like it's about to hit TP right there. Full TP. So if you guys took that market flow V2 right there, full TP. If the sell signal did close, you were supposed to close out for a small profit. But since it didn't close and it hit TP already, this trade's pretty much done with. Now, what I would do at this point is I wouldn't look for any more entries. I would wait for, like, say, a green candle to close. Once a green candle has closed, then maybe look for another opportunity to double dip into this position here. So full TP right here on the market flow V2. Price came down, did exactly what we were looking for. Came up, came down, filled the order, and then pushed out to full TP. So now once this candle closes, you can look for another opportunity basically at the same price. So you just reset your position there at the 70 mark. The 80 mark isn't quite at where it needs to be yet. So I probably wouldn't enter at the 80 yet. I would still enter right here at the 70 mark. But because of that pending sell signal, I would probably not take any more entries. I would just take my TP and then walk away from this. I would just wait for it to give the sell signal, provide another buy signal, and then look for it to climb back up. So I would look for this here to come down with the sell signal, come back up with the buy signal, and then catch more entries a little later. But again, if you guys want to take these risky entries here, I've marked it up for you guys. The entry is still going to be at the 570. I probably wouldn't recommend taking it. If the sell signal does close, you're supposed to cancel the order. So it would have filled there again if you guys were looking to take it. And if the sell signal does close, you're supposed to close out for a small profit or a small loss or break even, wherever price is currently at. So right here, you close out for a small profit, or you would just hit your TP again right there. So two back-to-back market flow entries right there. The sell signal did come up, so there's no more entries at this point. Basically, both of them hit TP if you took both of them. And now you just wait. So at this point here, now that we have a sell signal, you'd be looking for a buy signal to come up. Once that buy signal comes up, you look for the same pattern. So you guys can see here, if you guys take the market flow entries, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you guys to take. Like with the breakout, it's basically a one and done type entry per day. But if you're taking these market flow V2s, if you're quick and you're smart enough to like get into these positions very quickly and just be in and out, these profits will stack up. Like if you're doing a 10 contract, you're going to make about 500 per 10 points. So earlier, it was a 60-point win, 30-point win, 10-point win. So it's about 90 points. And then right here again, if you took two more trades, that's 110 points. So if you took all the market flow V2 entries here, you'd make more profit than you would if you took the breakout. So it's a huge difference because if you're doing that there, like the numbers are like, so if you're doing 10 contracts times $5 per contract and then 110 points, you make 5,500 today if you took all the market flow V2s. So in comparison to what I made off the breakout, I made 1,500. If I took every scalp here, I would have made 5,500 because basically I'm taking these trades until I have one loss. I didn't have any losses today. So if I took all the trades for market flow V2s, there was like about 6 entries that came up. They all hit full TP. That's how much profit would have been made. So that's why for me, I think it's better to do those on the profit counts. And then I hate to say YOLO it, but like basically you're basically YOLOing. You're kind of taking the market flow V2s until you hit your threshold. And then for the hedge accounts, you're basically going to take, well, I'm going to take on the hedge accounts the lower risk trades. So yeah, Danielson might just use Tradeify for breakouts and Apex for scalps. Yeah, no, that's actually really good. That's actually a really good plan. Anything with end of day is usually going to be good because then you're not going to get caught in that trailing drawdown. I think that's the best case. Daniel, and I agree with you 100%. Because the thing is, when you have the trailing drawdown, that's what like really screws with your account. The end of day is really the game changer when it comes down to it. All right, let's see if there's anything else over here. All right, guys, sorry, I'm just responding to people's questions here. All right, so 718 right now. Again, if you guys are looking to take any market flow V2s, okay, they're perfect. That's what I was looking for. So I said if you guys are going to take any market flow V2s, you have to wait for that buy signal. The buy signal just closed. So now the entry is going to happen. You would just wait right here at the 590 mark. Same thing. So we got that buy signal right there. We know momentum's going bullish. Right now, the pending order would happen right here at the 590. All right. So you guys can see here that the volatility is starting to get very low. This is what I was warning about earlier after 7 o'clock. This is typically what happens. Market kind of just dies down a little bit. There's a sell signal here again. So if the sell signal here ends up closing, you're supposed to close out of the position. Again, this is why I don't like trading after 7 o'clock because you start to get this sideways move and there's no longer a market flow type movement like this. It's more of a sideways movement. So I'm not in this position. Again, I consider these riskier positions after 7 o'clock. If the sell signal ends up closing, you're supposed to close out for a partial loss or a partial win or break even wherever price was at when it closes. If it doesn't, then the trade still runs. So right here, the trade is still running. It's at like a few points off. Sell signal again there is currently pending. So basically just wait for this to either hit TP, look like it looks like it's about to hit right there. Looks like the TP is full TP right there. Okay, so that trade's done now. So real quick, like within this area right here, there's about 3 or 4 back-to-back full TPs for these market flow V2s. Again, this is another reminder of like, if you want to take riskier entries and you want to make more profit, you can hop in and out of these positions very quickly. If you were to take just those four entries right there, 10 times 5 times 40, you'd make 2,000 profit right there. Because you use 10 contracts on a 300K account, it's times $5 per contract. Then you get, or $5 per point, you made 40 points here, it's 2,000 profit. So within those four trades right there, I would have made way more profit versus one breakout for today. So I'm just showing you guys a difference. Like if you guys want to make a lot of profit quickly, these scalps are going to make you more profit. It's higher risk, but it's more profit. Like you're going to make more profit trading these as long as you trade them smart and you don't make any dumb moves here. I think the biggest thing here is like the real thing here is that you have to like be disciplined to pull out of the position. Like I said earlier, when the sell signal comes up, you have to be disciplined to close out. Even if you have to close out for a small loss, I'd rather have like a 5-point loss than have a full 30-point loss, right? You got to be smart about it. And I think that's the problem with a lot of people taking these scalps is that you start to get greedy. You want to get in and out very quickly. You want to keep making profit off it. And then if you ever lose a trade, that's when people start to go in a downward spiral. So just something to keep in mind, guys. Again, I'm going to be picking up my laptop today, so hopefully I can start to segregate the accounts. Yeah, I'll basically segregate the accounts so I can take trades on Apex, and then for Tradeify, I'll take the other ones. And I'm curious if I have to buy another. I'll look at some point later. I don't know if I have to buy another copier. Like I probably have to buy another copier license. That's probably the case. All right, guys, it's getting closer to 7:30. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up around 7:30. Got a lot of stuff to do today before the mentoring session. Got to set up a new laptop and reinstall pretty much everything, NinjaTrader and all of the extra add-ons here. So price is still climbing up. If you guys are looking to take entries here, there's still liquidity here to take. I mean, if you want to take these liquidity pushes, there's one liquidity right there that got hit. Second liquidity right there got hit. Third liquidity right there got hit. There's two more liquidity levels right here that are possibly going to get hit again. Down right there just got hit. I would probably be careful once you get closer to the higher levels of liquidity because price is going to get overextended at this point. So it looks like that one right there hit as well. So basically 4 back-to-back full TPs. Like I said, if you want to take these scalps, you could have had 4 back-to-back wins right here for the market flow V2s. And then if you took these liquidity pushes right here, there's 4 back-to-back wins right there as well. So all of these hit full TP pretty nicely. And there's another one right there coming up as well. So there we go at the next level, but the next level right here is right at the session. So obviously I wouldn't take that trade above. There's actually news today at 7. My bad, guys. I totally forgot to look at that. There's Jolt job openings right here at 7 o'clock. It's right here. It was this big red candle. The news was negative, so that's why it spiked down a little bit. And then it came right back up. Let's see. All right. So let's see if there's anything else here for me to look at. Again, guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to hop into the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon. ATR is currently 23 right now. So if you want to keep looking for entries, feel free. Price is at the sessions though, so you want to be careful with any entries around this area because price is probably going to get manipulated around here. It's within a session sandwich. as a lot of us call it. So, all right, let me see if there's anything else here that I'm missing before I log off for the day. Let me see over here. No breaking news. Aside this right here, Trump media shares halted repeatedly as DJT turns negative in volatile trading. Yeah, I would have figured, especially with the elections coming up. All right, guys, I think price here is probably just going to sit here for a while. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up a little early today because we are coming back for the mentoring session later. Again, from right here until 8 o'clock, guys, you're probably going to see a lot of consolidation and sideways movement. So I probably wouldn't take any more trades until after 8 o'clock. Yeah, basically from here until 8, it's probably going to go sideways. And then from 8 to 9, it'll probably pick back up and start moving directional. So. All right, guys, pretty good day today. If you guys are just joining, or if you guys missed the trades we took today, we had a lot of entries that came up. We had the breakout hit full TP right here. Here are the profits across all of my hedge fund accounts. So I didn't take anything on my prop accounts today because I basically bought a new laptop to just trade Apex on only that computer. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it for this so far. Other than that, on top of the entries, we also took. There was 3 market flow V2s down here. There was 4 market flow V2s right here that hit. And then obviously the liquidity that hit over here as well for all full TPs. So it was a pretty good day. I think we had maybe like 15 entries come up today, all full TPs, no losses. And it looks like everyone here made some pretty good profit. Looking at the stats over here, Jamie locked in about 12,000 for the day. Vince over here locked in about 2,500. And then we have Jonathan over here locked in about 3,000 for the day for all wins. So I think that's about it, guys. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll be back here at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So if you guys want to sit in on the mentoring session, it's open to everyone, whether you're in the premium or public. It's open to you guys. I'll answer all the questions there, cover the scalps as we enter the winter season. We'll cover the variations, CV patterns, high-level momentum scalps, and of course, market flow V2 review. So. All right, guys, I think that's it for the day. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I will see you guys here in a few hours for the mentoring session.